You remember I talked about the fact that this is the Silk Road Initiative. China is building a Silk Road into the Middle East and also building a Silk Road from the Middle East into Europe, etc., into Africa. And what they have done is that they have now developed the facilities and built all the facilities here in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, where they now will be able to close off the Straits of Hormuz. So this is a further indication that China and Russia are stepping into the energy-rich Middle East, as I've been talking about, as the U.S. has stepped back, specifically China and Iran, developed a deal on the ground, and China expanding its power in the Djibouti naval base with further shipbuilding. And we're also seeing this is part of its Belt and Road Initiative, where they are now building facilities where they can do trade and they can move oil from different ports that they have now control of. So China could close off the Straits of Hormuz and the Red Sea if they want it. All right. So this is a very highly explosive situation, and this explosive situation challenges the energy-based pricing based on the U.S. petrodollar system. So the Chinese are moving forward, folks. They're not playing games, right? And we're seeing at the highest level trip to Taiwan in decades to challenge China. So the highest level trip, you don't see this in mainstream news. They're not talking about what's really going on here, is that you're seeing the high-level U.S. officials, the highest level since the history of the beginning of Taiwan, the most senior delegation are now arriving at Taipei, and they're meeting with the president of Taiwan. And this is to show China where the United States stands. And this is the situation, right? Look at this. The South China Sea. Look at that eclipse path. Whoa, right over the South China Sea. There's a film that just came out, The Coming War on China, filmed by John Pilger. I've heard good things about this, but this is really talking about the scenario that's unfolding. Also, China and India border dispute talks have stalled. Meanwhile, what's happening between India and Chinese forces, including tens of thousands of men, heavy tanks and planes, are being deployed while talks for peace have stalled. India is insisting China retreats from all the territory it has taken. China is literally digging in and insisting India drops its economic boycott on Chinese goods and services, threatening India at gunpoint. Now, remember, India has an ICBM more developed with a thermonuclear hydrogen device that can rival anything China has. So India is a thermonuclear ICBM power. And this is China's threatening India right now, okay? And so, look, China's pushing ahead militarily to reclaim its land, and this could be very explosive. Oh, by the way, take a look. Where did the eclipse go through? Wow, right through this area of China, which is called the Kashmir Division. So the eclipse went right through this area. Right through this area. Notice the eclipse that occurred at 0 degrees of Cancer that crossed right over this area of the world is right on the midheaven of the first Chinese-Indian War, Sino-Indian War that started on 10/20/1962. That eclipse is setting off this chart of when China sent forces to attack and claim these areas along this Kashmir division, this border area. So now we're seeing this happen. So let me tell you something. And look at this triple alignment hitting that moon, ruler of the midheaven. And it happens to be on the world point. Whoa, something's up here. So that is something we need to watch for. All right. So there's a lot going on. A lot. Now we need to get into the election.
The full presentation of this webinar is available in the Global Transformation Astrology membership at gta.williamstickevers.com.